Hey everyone, my name's Aaron, owner of Tellus.sports. Um,
I'm Sergio, known baseball expert and ball knower, certified.
Certified. All right, let's get into this. We will be talking about our MLB predictions for this season. Season starts Thursday, tomorrow, March 27th. This is being filmed on March 26th. So if you're watching this later, that's just a disclaimer.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it started.
Yeah. I mean, I'm happy we're doing this now because there's been a lot of injuries, a lot of changes, a lot of people being sent out after spring training, and so on and so forth. So let's start with the AL East, the AL Beast, the best division in baseball. Um, we'll go 5 through 1 here, and starting off at number 5, give me the Tampa Bay Rays. This is finally the year that we are seeing the worst version of the Rays that we've seen in quite a while. This team has a great rotation, but the lineup is just kind of all over the place. And number 4 might be a bit of a hot take, but give me the Baltimore Orioles. Terrible offseason. Tyler O'Neill is not the answer. The rotation is just unproven. Sugano is not the answer. Charlie Morton's old. They lost Corbin Burns. The core is still there, but they won't
Santander.
spend money.
They lost
Dude,
Santander as well.
the funniest thing I heard was that somebody comped losing Santander like when the Jays lost to Oscar Hernandez or they traded him away. It feels like the lineup won't be the same without him, and I'm kind of out on them. So at number 3, I got our Toronto Blue Jays. At number 3, they will be finishing over 500, maybe a wildcard team. I'm not sure, but Scherzer's having a problem with his finger. The rotation is about an injury away from being really bad. And the lineup, who knows what you're going to get, right? You know Vladdy's going to be there. You know Bo's going to be there. The rest is kind of a question mark. At number 2, used to be my number 1, the New York Yankees.
Mm.
Garrett Cole being hurt kills this team. This team is a different ball club without Garrett Cole. And I think that kind of took the air out of the room. They acquired possibly the best closer in baseball. You know, Cody Bellinger, Max Fried, those are great pieces. But as soon as Cole went down, it kind of felt like it took the air out of the team. I like them at 2. Coming in number 1, the Boston Red Sox. Not only do I like this team for the division, I like this team for years to come. Marcelo Meyer, Roman Anthony, and Christian Campbell are studs. Three-headed monster. That team's going to be loaded. I love the Bregman signing. Devers finally bought into the DH. They got Crotchet. I mean, this team is stacked. Love the Boston Red Sox. Give me them at number 1 for the division.
Okay. Okay. Um, Number five, I have the Tampa Bay Rays. Agree with Sergio
Hmm.
here. I think this is the year that, I don't think they're that good. This is their first, I believe it's their first full year without Randy. Um, could be
Yep.
wrong. So
Not correct.
you don't have that hot streak in the beginning of the year, like Tampa usually does. And then you see them sort of fall off mid to end, and but they somehow sneak into
Mhm.
the playoffs, and I don't think they do that. I don't think they do that this
Not
year.
this year. Not this year.
Um, at number four, I do have the Toronto Blue Jays. Very unfortunate, but like Sir said, I think they're an injury away from their rotation being garbage.
Hmm.
Um, I think their pitching is still great. I think they have a solid rotation. Let's just say Gossman gets injured though. It's that's a big L. I like their bullpen though. I like the bullpen. Um,
They're the worst
and
bullpen in baseball last year, so I mean, it
I,
can't get
I I
worse than
like the additions. I like the additions. I like that. But I think it all depends on I could see the Jays squeaking into the playoffs and making a run. I'm not going to count that out, but it really all depends on some of the top hitters in the team. If
that. Yeah.
Springer can be an average hitter, I think then the Jays could be well. Like they could do well. If Bo could
Yep.
go back to his normal form, bat 290 with 25 plus home runs
That'll
and
play.
lead the team with extra base hits. I think if he goes back to his 2021 form, the Jays could easily make the playoffs. Vladdy has the same year. He can't keep doing this up and down sort of
No.
thing. He's in a contract year. He has something to prove. There's that. And then
Sign him, Jays. Sign him.
sign. And then yeah, I think Santander as well. I think if he keeps doing what he does, 250, best 250 has 35 plus home runs.
Yeah.
I like it, but other than that, the bottom of the order isn't that good. Um, it's a lot of unproven people. Kirk, like as
Yeah.
well. Like Kirk has to do well as back to his old self. He just got a contract
Mhm.
extension. You got to go back. Um, but if all this happens, I can see the Jays easily making the playoffs. But if it's the same thing as last year, good luck. Number
Okay.
three, I have Baltimore. Like Serge
Yeah.
said, horrible offseason. I'll keep it that simple. They lost a lot of pieces, and that's it. At number two, I do have the Yankees. Garrett Cole Garrett Cole is a big loss and very unfortunate, but yeah. And the Boston Red Sox at number one, you got the best corner infield in the game. You got Bregman and Devers. Devers is okay to move to DH. Their infield
Mhm.
is gross. Their pitching is insane. Um,
Yeah.
and Jaron Durant, he's proven to be an all-star now.
Stud.
Um, and he threw all the criticism away. He's a great player. He's an all-star.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think Boston is ready to compete. And they had a pretty quick rebuild, and now they're World Series
Mhm.
contenders. And yeah, let's move on to the AL Central.
Let's go to the Central. Um, so I guess I'll start. Um, Number five, you guessed it. It's your Chicago White Sox, the worst team in baseball. If I could rank my 30, Chicago's 30. They stink. Um, they're starting to build it. It's going to be a while. This team won't be good for a long time. So let's put them at five. Um, Number four and number three. To me, these teams are pretty much one and two in terms of around 500, maybe just slightly above. Give me the Tigers and give me the Royals, both at four and three. I do think the Royals will be better than the Tigers. I'm so disappointed with both teams. They had the season last year where they both made the playoffs. You thought that it was going to be a big offseason for them, and really they did nothing impactful. The Tigers brought back Flaherty, brought in Gleyber Torres, Alex Cobb. I mean, just nothing that really makes you say like this team is going to win the division and make some noise in the playoffs like they did last year. And for the Royals, Bobby Witt is a stud, and you refuse to put somebody behind him. Vinny Pasquantino is a great player. We haven't seen him stay healthy. He produced last year and got hurt again. Can Salvia Perez do that again? I doubt it. Jonathan India is not the answer via trade. The rotation's good, bullpen's okay, but still, the team didn't do enough. Um, Number two, give me the guard dogs. Give me the Guardians. Cleveland reminds me of Tampa, man. They just do it every year, and guess what? They got the best bullpen in baseball, and bullpen wins you games not only in the regular season but in the playoffs. Traded Naylor, Manzaro's going to start at first. I mean, it's pretty much even. Manzardo might even become better. Traded Andres Jimenez. Who cares? They got Bazana coming up in the system. They'll be just fine. Um, don't love the team, but I like them. Like them at two. Great manager, great team, great vibes. At one, don't like this team either. Kind of hate this division. Minnesota Twins. Twins, man. Twins, you have been blessed with such a good team. This team is stacked. Pitching, hitting, defense, bullpen. They have it all. What do they not have? Owners who want to spend money. You sign Correa, you give him a massive contract, and you don't get anybody else. Minnesota, spend money. Anyway, they're going to finish one. It doesn't matter. The pitching stacked. Aaron, what do you got?
Um, Obviously, I have Chicago at five. Um,
No,
yeah, I know it might be a hot take, but Chicago,
they
wow,
suck. Yeah.
yeah, they're brutal. They're brutal. Could I see them winning 50 games? Maybe. If they stay healthy, if their star player stays healthy, maybe.
I'll
But they'll
take the
probably
under.
trade him because they don't want to pay him. Um,
I'll take the under.
and then at number four, I actually do have that's a pretty solid division. Um, but I do have the Royals. Like I said,
Wow.
Bobby Witt is their best player, but they didn't build around him. Um, and that's plain and simple. At number three, I have the Twins. I have the Twins at number three. Um, I think
Wow.
yes, they're a good team, but I don't think they're better than the Tigers or Guardians. I I
Okay.
I, I think they could win the playoffs. I think they can make the playoffs, but I
Okay.
don't think they're better than the Tigers. For that being said, at number two, I have the Tigers. Um,
Wow.
I like the Tigers team. I do like it. Their pitching is insane. I love their pitching. Um,
Okay.
and I think pitching wins games. As much as the bullpen does, I think pitching wins games because without pitching, the bullpen is,
Yeah,
using the bullpen.
irrelevant. Yeah,
And with that being said, I've the Cleveland Guardians winning the division. I think it's a great team. Yes, you lost Jimenez, but like Sir said, you got the top prospect coming up. What's his name?
Bazana, number one,
Bazana.
number one
You got
pick.
Bazana coming
Yeah,
up. Um,
he'll be fine.
I think their pitching's good. Their bullpen's outstanding. And Jose Ramirez, dark horse MVP. Like I said, I
Right,
think I think he was so close to a 40-40 season. I think he was what, one home run shy or
something
one
like that.
shy?
He rained out the last game. They didn't even play 162.
Yeah. So Jose Ramirez, you can't count him out. It's that simple. I think, yeah, Guardians winning division, make the playoffs.
Okay,
Uh, yeah.
okay. Let's go to the AL West, last division. Um, in the AL. Um, okay, let's go. Same thing, 5 through 1. Um, number 5. Give me the Angels. Angels, please start selling. I cannot
Angel,
believe they signed Kikuchi. The Angels at 5. I
really?
cannot believe you signed Kikuchi. I cannot believe you traded for Soler. Mike Trout, please stay healthy. Please. That's about all there is on that team. Number 4, your Sacramento Athletics. Um, this might be a little bit low for them. A lot of teams like them a lot, and I think they can make some noise, be a fun team. And I do think playing in Sacramento is an advantage for them, as I mean, they're going to be used to it, and other teams are going to go there and be a little bit confused that it's a minor league stadium. But Lawrence Butler stud, Brendan Rooker stud, Mason Miller stud.
I mean, look at
They're
Tampa.
keeping them
They're
all
also
there.
playing in the minor league stadium.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I think they're going to be a fun team this year. But still, I think I'm going to take the Astros at 3 over them. Some people may be higher on the Astros. Some people might like where I'm putting them, but I don't like the vibes in Houston. Why is Altuve playing left field if they don't have a second baseman? To split time with Jordan, but who cares? It's outfield. Anyone can play left field, except for Altuve. He's not looking good in spring,
Oh, he was
but
brutal. He looked
he was
really.
brutal. It's a new position for him, but still, I don't like it. Um, the pitching is solid. Is Hunter Brown going to turn into an ace finally? Guess we'll find out. Bullpen's okay. Haters still hanging in there. But for the most part, just weird, man. Trade Cal Tucker, get Cam Smith who's starting in right field, but Paredes is a good piece. Christian Walker's a good piece, but they're kind of on and off in their careers. Christian Walker's a little bit older, already hurt. I'm not sure how I feel about Houston. Got him at 3. Um, at number 2, again, might be a hot take. A lot of people like this team, but give me the Seattle Mariners. The best pitching we might ever see constructed for a long time. They have 5 studs. But you know what they don't have? Hitters. Seattle. Grab a hitter. Grab a hitter at the deadline. Do something. Put someone behind Julio because the reason why he's struggling so much is because they don't need to pitch to him. They finally paid Kyle Raleigh. Great extension, great catcher. But they need one more. I was hoping they would sign Pete Alonso. I was hoping they would sign Santander. Who did they get? Nobody. They don't have a first baseman. So I don't like them. The offense is going to hurt. Julio's going to be a stud. Pitching's incredible. Mariners,
It's
please
every
do
year.
something.
They do it every year. Every year. They have a great
Pretty
pitching.
much.
They don't have hitters.
Seattle, please. I beg you. Um, number 1, I love this team. Might be my prediction for the World Series. Give me the Texas Rangers. Right now, they have a ton of injuries right now to the rotation. Jack Layton and Kumar Rocker took the 4 or 5 spots. Both studs, still young. Jacob DeGrom's going to bounce back, and he might win the Cy Young. This guy's the best pitcher in baseball when he's healthy. Um, lineup stacked. You can go 1 through 9. This lineup is stacked. They sent Evan Carter down. Evan Carter was supposed to be the next rookie of the year favorite a couple years ago. Struggling in spring, sent him down. That's all right. They got Wyatt Langford. Wyatt Langford's gonna win the MVP, guys. Just saying. Team stacked. Love the Rangers. Love Texas. That's my AL West, and that's my AL standings. Aaron, what do you got for the last bracket here?
Yeah, so I'm actually gonna flip here and go athletics at the 5. I
Okay.
think they have a great young team. I think
Mhm.
they will surprise a lot of people, but I still do think they finish last. I don't think since they're young, I don't think they're going to be that competitive. They're going to be it's going to be a massive learning curve, especially with the young guys
Yeah.
who last year having to move stadiums, moving pretty much like they're on a real stadium. And they're not even called Oakland anymore. They're just the Athletics. right? I think it's a lot more than just baseball. That's more of a mental game. They're like, oh, like, you know. And then at number four, I have the LA Angels. I actually somewhat like this team. Not not
Wow.
not not in like a playoff way, but like I like Soler. I think it was
Okay.
a good signing. I definitely think. I don't know why he signed with the Angels, but I like how the Angels signed him. Good power bat. Nice to pair up with Trout. If Trout could stay healthy, I really want Trout to stay healthy. I want to see another full season of Trout. That would
Hmm.
be amazing. Um, they just have no pitching. You sign Kikuchi, you still have no pitching.
Nope.
And other than Trout and I guess Soler, you don't really have anyone. Yeah, I mean you can do anything with Trout and Otani. What makes you could do something with Soler?
Anthony Rendon, IO legend.
Yeah, Rendon's not playing another game in the MLB.
No. What a team,
Um,
man. What a team. Angels.
and at number three, we have I don't know. It's either between Houston or Seattle. Um, but I'm
Okay.
gonna go
You can't go
Houston.
wrong.
I'm gonna go Houston.
Okay.
Um, I think they could squeak into a playoff spot. I think the AL this year is extremely competitive though. So
Yeah.
you could see a lot of big name teams missing the playoffs. Like going back to the AL East, you could see the Yankees potentially missing the playoffs. That could be
Hmm.
something. Like I don't see it happening, but it could be definitely something to look out for. And
Hmm.
at number two, I have Seattle. Pitching's great. Pitching wins games. And as long as some of their hitters could string together a couple hits, they'll make the playoffs easily. Um, just because their pitching is that good. Their rotation is disgusting. And at number one,
Hmm.
Texas Rangers. Won what? It's very interesting. They won the World Series and then missed the playoffs. It was a
So
down
yeah,
year.
hangover.
Yeah, it really was a down year, but this lineup is just lethal. They have everything. Their only thing that they might be missing is their rotation, or not their rotation, their bullpen. But their
Yeah.
bullpen's
Plus
pretty
some big
solid.
pieces.
Like it has its weaknesses, but other than that, it's solid. And when you have great starting rotation, maybe you only need a couple innings from your bullpen and hope they get out a couple outs. But having DeGrom
Sure.
as your two or three guy just because coming back from injury, dude,
Hmm.
he's gonna win Cy Young easily.
If he's
And
healthy.
yeah. I think DeGrom could win the Cy Young. I think he's my dark horse. Or no, yeah, Cy Young, and he could be my dark horse.
Okay. So that's all we got for the AL. Did we agree on that one? Were we even? You took Mariners at two. Yeah, we were even.
Yeah. I think our
There we
3-2
go.
one were even. I think we just flipped the Angels and Athletics.
We're on the board. Okay.
Here we go.
NL, start with the NL East. Another great division. Number five, give me the Marlins. Team stinks, got no direction. As soon as they traded Jazz Chisholm, it feels like that was the last we've seen of any type of competitiveness that we're going to see in Miami for a while. They're going to trade Sandy at the deadline. Press is coming off Tommy John. What's he going to look like? Marlins at five. Number four, Washington Nationals. Finally, we saw last year some direction from this team. James Wood's such a stud. CJ Abrams, when he's not in the casino, great ball player. Loves to gamble. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with
But
it.
not till
At
4 in the morning,
times, at
though.
times, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah, 4 in the morning is crazy, by the way.
it.
Uh, Good ball player, though. They got the first pick, going to take Ethan Holiday in the draft. The future still looks bright for them. They got to figure out their rotation. Mackenzie Gore has to step up. Josiah Gray, are you a fraud or are you actually good at baseball? Please pick one because the in between is not working. Um, Bullpen's still kind of a mess. Trying to figure out if they can find a guy to stick there. Um, Still, Dylan Cruz is a stud. Team's got direction, just not this year. Hopefully next year. Number three, people are going to hate this. Give me the New York Mets. Clay Holmes is your opening day starter. He has not started a game since 2018. He's looked good in spring, but for what, 120 innings? It's not going to be enough. Rotation is terrible. Bullpen's all right. Edwin Diaz lost a tick on his fastball in spring training. What's he going to look like? Obviously, the guy we all know, Juan friggin' Soto, stud. But the lineup's going to be fine. Everyone knows New York. They're going to hit. Pitching is kind of my way with that team. The two teams in front of them, though, I love. Give me the Phillies at two. My only worry with the Phillies, Schwarber's a year older, Trey Turner's a year older, Bryce Harper's a year older, Bryson Stott regressed, Nick Castellanos doesn't play good unless a tragic event happens. Team is just another year older. I don't know if the window's closed. I don't know if it's closing. This might be it though. Rotations solid. Probably maybe one of the best rotations in baseball. Zach Wheeler stud. Noah stud. Christopher Sanchez gonna have a big year. When Ranger Suarez comes back from injury, stud. Andrew Painter, stud. Jesus Luzardo, stud. Great team. Might be the last year they have to contend. Hopefully they can do it this year. Number one, the obvious choice, the Atlanta Braves. Finally, the Atlanta Braves are healthy and they're also hungry. Matt Olson's gonna have a bounce back year. Ozzy Hobbs is gonna have a bounce back year. Austin Riley bounce back. Acuna's back from injury. Michael Harris Jr. bounce back. This is maybe the freest team you can take to potentially beat the Dodgers in a playoff series. Strider's coming back. Rotation solid. Bullpen's always solid. The only thing they're missing is a shortstop, but that's what the trade deadline's for. Love the Braves. Give me them at one. Aaron, what do you got?
All right. I think we might have the same list here. Miami
Okay.
Marlins at five. I'm not going to say much more. I'm not going to say anything more. Number four, I love the Nats. I love them. I love
Mm-hmm.
everything they're doing with the rebuild. Once they got rid of Soto, that's when it started, and it was
Mm-hmm.
amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love James Woods. CJ Abrams, stud when he's not gambling.
There's
Um,
no gambling.
when he's not gambling. Um, he's great. I love James Woods. James Woods might be my most underrated player.
Mm.
Soon to be. Soon to be.
Like that take. Like that take. Like that take.
Number three, I'm gonna go Phillies. Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna go Phillies. Um, I don't know. I don't have much to say, but I think these three teams, Phillies, Mets, Atlanta, could all be interchangeable. I think
Oh,
if there
okay.
were more playoff spots, they'd all make it, you know. But it sucks that the Dodgers are a perennial playoff team. Um, and the NL Central has to have one playoff winner. It's stupid. Um, but yeah, I have the Mets at three. Oh, sorry, I have the Phillies at three, Mets at two, Atlanta at one.
That's it.
Atlanta's gross, like you said,
Yeah.
very healthy right now. And Mets, Soto could carry you. You have Lindor as well. You
Mhm.
re-signed Pete Alonso for cheap as well. Um, and that's your core. That's your core right there. Yes, you need pitching help, but again, trade deadline's there. Um, and the Mets, they're just the Mets. You never count out the Mets. You know, um, and yeah, their lineup might not be the best, but it's a great team. I don't care. And then I have the Braves at one, obviously best team in baseball besides the Dodgers.
Yeah,
Now
that I
let's go
agree
to
with.
the
Love the
let's go.
Braves.
Yeah, let's go to the NL Central. Take it away.
Let's run the Central. Again, this division sucks. Bad.
Horrible.
Bad. This division is
Horrible.
terrible. I don't even want to read it out, but I have to. So, number five, Pittsburgh Pirates enjoy Paul Skeens for six more seasons. Then he's going to be the Yankee, like the freest Yankee of all time, probably. Um, Number four, St. Louis. Enjoy Helsley Will is here. He's getting traded. Arenado hopefully gets traded. You guys stink. Miles Michaelis stinks. Sonny Gurr probably get traded. He's probably the only good piece you have. I really don't like this team. Number three, Brewers. Again, feels like the Rays, feels like the Guardians. Are they going to be good again? I don't think so. William Contreras is a great bat. Freddie Peralta is a great pitcher. Freddie Peralta is a free agent at the end of the year. Just don't think this team has enough. Yelich, please don't hurt your back again. There's something wrong, clearly. Um, Number two, finally, I think this is the year we see the Cincinnati Reds take a step forward and have a winning record this year. They brought in the guy to do it, Terry Francona, probably one of the best managers you're going to find around. Ellie De La Cruz, I mean, he already took a step forward. I think he's going to take another step forward, become a top five player in baseball. They have the ballpark to do it, easy to hit in. They have a great lineup, great depth. My only worry is the bullpen. That bullpen is not very good on paper. Alexis Diaz, I mean, what are we doing? He forgot how to pitch. So rotation, we've seen Lodolo and Hunter Green show signs of being aces. I think Martinez had a great second half, but can they keep it up for a full season? I guess we'll find out. Like I'm at two. Number one, Chicago Cubs, congrats. You won the division in the worst division in baseball. Really don't like Chicago at all. The rotation's good, lineups, whatever. It's just a whatever team, mediocre at best. If they were in any other division, they'd probably finish five. Really don't like this team, but they're going to win the division, unfortunately. Aaron, what do you got?
I have the Pittsburgh Pirates finishing fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh Pirates are actually my second favorite team. Love
Mm,
the Pirates. I love their stadium. And I'm a big fan of Pittsburgh.
Sure.
Um, love Skeens, love
Who
McCutcheon.
doesn't?
Um, and I love Jared Jones. I think those two, and then you have Bubba Chandler, that's his name,
Yeah, stud.
coming
Gonna
up.
talk about him later.
That those top three for the future, absolutely. I could see this team competing in a couple years if they
Hmm.
spend money. If they spend money, they're quiet in the offseason every single. Hey, if I'm you, I'm extending Paul Skeens right now to a 20-year deal. You can't let this guy leave. He just
Why
he
not?
just spoke up and completely talked horrible, saying the wild card game is their biggest game in recent Pirates history.
That's right, Paul. Tell him.
That is your best player right there telling you to spend some money, make them competitive. I won't be surprised if they could compete this year. Generally though. In fact, you
Yeah.
know what? I have the Cardinals at 5, Pirates at 4. You know,
Wow.
you
Okay.
know what? I have Pittsburgh at 4. Number 3, I have the Cubs. I don't like this team. I
Wow.
don't like it. Yes, you get Kyle Tucker. Um, that's it. You know,
Yeah.
uh, that's pretty much it. At number 2, I have the Cincinnati Reds. I think it's a great young team still. I love the team. I just think the Brewers are better. I think they're more competitive. Jackie Curio, proven star.
Hmm.
If Yelich could stay healthy, star right there. Freddie
Okay.
Peralta. You have solid pitching. I think your bullpen needs help, and you have some depth players that need to be better. But like that, like we said, like might be the worst division in baseball. And
It is.
and there's not much competitiveness, and Milwaukee could be more competitive than all the other teams. Not a
Mhm.
big compliment, but
No.
you know, it is what it is. And now let's go to the NL West. I think number one. Let's just say number one together. Three,
Okay.
one,
2-1.
Dodgers.
Rockies.
Oh,
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 we
whoa.
went. No, I'm just kidding. It's
Whoa.
Dodgers. Yeah, it's Dodgers. No, it's not close. What are we doing here, guys? What are we doing here, guys? Someone's got to beat them, right? Um,
You
but
can't
no,
beat
seriously. Let's go 5-1. Five. It's gonna be the Rockies. I have nothing else to say. Number 4, San Francisco Giants. I think this is the same mediocre Giants we've been seeing since that like fraudulent 2021 season where they won 110 plus games or whatever they did, like something crazy. Um, Same mediocre team. Willie Thomas is awesome. Love Matt Chapman. Like Jung Ho Lee if he can stay healthy. Sneaky good player. Rotation's better, not great. I don't know. It's a tough ballpark to hit in. I don't like the Giants. Give me them at 4. Number 3,
Didn't they just
the
lose
team I
Snell?
had. Pardon?
They just lost Snell, no?
Yeah, no, they lost. No, there was no chance he was coming back.
Yeah.
Um, Number 3, the team I had sneaking into the World Series last year and taking it under from the Dodgers, the San Diego Padres. Unfortunately, they didn't get anybody this offseason. Nick Pavetta's not going to do it, guys. This team had so much talent last year. They really did have the team to do it. They forgot how to hit in the last 2 games of the playoffs. Unfortunately, the money deal hurt them a lot. I think they lost their TV broadcast deal or something, so they had no money to spend. So that hurt them a lot. Tatis, step up and be the MVP again, man. Machado's a year older. What is he going to look like? I'm not sure. Jackson Merrill, stud. Luis Arias, you know what he is. Jay Cronenworth, meh.
Bogarts. Ugh.
Xander Bogaerts, meh. Yeah, you know what? This team is just. It's gonna take. They're gonna take a step back. Unfortunately, love them. Not this season. Number 2, I really like this team, the Arizona Diamondbacks. What a rotation they put together. Corbin Burns said, "Here, let me be a Diamondback. Just pay me a little bit. Okay, we'll pay you." That's a pretty good rotation they got with Zach Gallen leading it. Um, the lineup stacked. Corbin Carroll's finally healthy. He's going to be sick this year. Love the Diamondbacks, but unfortunately, just above them, you know them, you hate them, the Los Angeles Dodgers. I mean, I don't even think I need to go through it because you already know what it is. Rotation stacked, lineup stacked, bullpen stacked. They signed their manager to like the biggest contracts for a manager ever. Even
Yeah.
though I could manage that team,
What was it?
yeah,
They
no,
got
team
what? You got
stacked.
6 mil, 8 year? Eight
something
Miller.
like that. I mean,
Miller.
anybody could have got that if they just got the job. Um, Team stacked. Hate
Yeah.
him. Baseball loves him for some reason. Um, Aaron, let's run through the last division here.
Boom. Rockies. Boom. Horrible team. Number four, Giants. Love the ballpark, hate the team.
Yeah,
Number three, Padres. Jackson Merrill, stud.
love him.
Tatis, stud.
Love him.
Bogarts, bleh.
Don't love him. Yeah,
That's it.
me too.
Um, number two, Diamondbacks. Love this team. Absolutely love it. I love the
Good
young.
team.
Fully finessed the Jays a couple years ago. Um,
True.
and that's it. You get Corbin Burns as well. Bro, this lineup is actually lethal. Um, and of course, number one, Dodgers. No one likes the Dodgers. Everyone hates the Dodgers. That's it. Number one.
Okay.
You don't have to explain.
No, we
Um,
don't.
and yeah, those are our standings predictions.
Yep.
And do we want to get into awards?
Yeah, let's do awards quick. I mean, unfortunately, my picks are very generic. We'll start off with the AL MVP. My pick, give me Bobby Wood Jr. He's
I
gonna
was gonna
do it
go
this year.
Bobby. I was gonna go
We
Bobby.
can agree
Bobby
on
was,
that. Guess
yeah,
what?
what
He's
was
the
your
most
list?
valuable player in baseball.
Bobby's
Judge can
pretty
hit
good.
homers. Bobby Wood can do it all. Love him, stud.
44
I'll do a
hitter.
dark horse for each award as well. Um, so my dark horse, I'll take Julio Rodriguez. He's gonna put Seattle on his back. He's gonna win the MVP. Stud. Aaron, who do you got for your dark horse?
I got Jose Ramirez. It's not really a dark horse, but I he's just too good. He needs to win MVP at one
Stud.
point. I think he's finished top five
True.
in like the past 5, 6 years.
Yeah,
Something
I
like
love that
that.
pick.
He has to win it at one
Yeah.
point, and maybe this is the year he carries the Guardians into the playoffs, like he always does. Great team though. I think he finally gets his 40-40 hit, 40-40 club, maybe
Hmm.
even 45. Super underrated, and I think he's the most
Yep.
underrated star in baseball. I think it's plain and simple.
Hmm. Okay. I think I agree. So let's just run the AL. So we'll do AL Cy Young next. For me, give me Tariq Skubal. There's just nobody better than him. You don't see lefties like this. They kind of come and go. We saw Kershaw, we saw Snell. I'm sure there's other guys I'm missing, but like this guy's a stud. He's gonna win it again. My dark horse, we might agree on this. Jacob DeGrom. If he's
Mhm.
healthy, guess what? He's the best pitcher on the planet. It's not close. He's my dark horse pick. Aaron, who do you got for AL Cy Young?
Um, I've I Garrett Crochet.
Yeah, great pick.
I think he's a UFA next year. Something like that.
He's one more
So
year
I'm
of
taking
under
Autry right
contract.
here. I think he's a free agent. Is he free agent
He's
next
one more
year?
year under contract and he's a free agent,
One
I'm
more
pretty
year.
sure. But they're
Okay.
trying to extend him, but guy's a
So
stud.
yeah, I think he's a stud. And then yeah, my dark horse is DeGrom. If he stays healthy, he'll probably pitch healthy 180 innings, hopefully upwards to 200. But damn, this guy's strikeout king. Once you
Seriously.
guys see it, once you saw him on the Mets, you knew he's the best player of best pitcher since what, Nolan Ryan, something like that. His pitcher's
Um,
gross. The
yeah,
pitcher's absolutely, when you watch him healthy, dude, absolute stud.
out of this world. Okay, so last award we have is AL Rookie of the Year. Personally, I'm taking someone from the big three of those Red Sox prospects I mentioned before. It's not Christian Campbell. It's not Marcelo Meyer. It's Roman Anthony. This guy's getting comped to Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts hasn't even made his debut yet. He won't be with the club on opening day. It's not a matter of will, it's a matter of when. That's not the quote. But guy's a
W
stud. When he
quote.
comes up,
W
he's
quote
gonna
right there.
play. He's got the team, he's got the spot. It's just a matter of when he's gonna come up. My dark horse is Jason Dominguez. It doesn't feel like it's a dark horse picks. I think a lot of people like him. Obviously, we've been hearing his name for what, like 4 years now. Oh my god, I feel like I grew up with this guy. Um, that's enough now. The guy's got to either play or stink. It's one or the other. I mean, if he's healthy, guess what? Probably a 20 homer, 20 stolen base, 280 average. Guy's a stud. He's got to stay healthy. That's my dark horse pick. Aaron?
Yeah, I only have one pick. I'm not really in the mode for prospects this year. I have Cam Smith. I think he's a great
Okay.
player. Um, I think he'll start, and that's it. I think he'll probably bat around 260, 270, and maybe
Okay.
cover a few. But yeah, I think he'll definitely help this Astros team. We don't have much time left, so let's get into NL.
Yeah,
Um, for MVP, take it away.
yeah. And MVP, guess what? It's Shohei Ohtani. He's gonna do it again. Guy's a stud. If he pitches, it's free as air. Um, my dark horse though, Ellie De La Cruz. Do it this year. Win the MVP. Aaron, who do you got?
Um, Shohei. But I think Harper is a dark horse right there.
Hmm,
Don't sleep on Harper. Do not sleep on him. Or Acuna if he stays healthy.
for
Acuna.
sure.
Those are my two dark horses. Uh,
Okay. And Cy Young.
Cy Young,
Um,
Skeens,
yeah.
Skeens.
It's Livy's boyfriend. I'm jealous, Livy.
Livy
It
Dunn's
should have been
boyfriend,
me,
Paul
not
Skeens.
her. Goat.
Goat.
My dark horse though, give me Yoshinobu Yamamoto from the Dodgers. Let him stay healthy this year. Like him a lot. Over
Okay.
200 strikeouts, that's free. Aaron, who's your dark horse?
Oh, another person on the Dodgers,
Oh,
Blake Snell. Give me it. It
love
might be,
it.
that's a hot take. It's a hot take, but
Love it.
so talented. Absolutely
Love it.
insanely talented.
Been there, done that. Love it. Lastly, NL Rookie of the Year. My guy, again from the Dodgers, Roki Sasaki. Guess what? If he pitches 160 innings, he's gonna win the damn thing. Guy's a stud. He's done it before. He's already pitched against the freaking Team USA. He's gonna win it. Dark horse, I mentioned it before, or Aaron did. Bubba Chandler, stud. Those 100. Paul Skeens loves him.
Done.
I love him. I wish I was Livy Dunn. Aaron, and a rookie of the year. Let's do it quick.
Dylan Cruz, absolute stud. If you watch him at LSU with Paul Skeens, absolute gross. We
Dog.
saw a glimpse of it last
Dog.
year. Um, he's insane. And same division. I think Brett Brady's a rookie. I'm pretty sure he is.
Yeah,
Correct
I
me if
think
I'm
so.
wrong. If not, I'll go Bubba Chandler.
For
But
sure.
thank you guys so much for watching. That is the end of our predictions. We ran out of time. Um, so thank you so much. Thank you, Sergio, for helping us do this.
Got
Hey
it.
guys, one of our writers here helps us out a lot. Gotta love Sergio. And yet again, thank you guys so much. Make sure to follow, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. Have a great day.